Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how are you today? Buckle up, kids. Pull the belt tight, grab your coffee. So much is going on, it's crazy. I got a lot to do today too. Sean's in the corner trying to make me laugh because he's a shite head. My niece, sinus infection, but no worries. She's on antibiotics. And she's got the Flonase going, so. That's why you hear talking in the background. Because the kids are homesick. Alright, so. We got a lot to talk about, okay? There's a few interesting things that I'm going to say right now, okay? I believe there's screenshots. Yeah, there's a few screenshots that I'm going to put in, okay? That harness accidentally, okay, a pattern amongst taking them, okay? Expect the American convoy to inflict issues, all right? I've included links, okay, as to Canada and the stages we are set to see. Okay, thank you for that. This subscriber, how he put it, makes a lot of sense, okay? So I'm just going to read to you what he said. He said, the only way to get USA is to break Canada first. And he's right. Now, mind you, this subscriber he's from the UK. Okay, so this is an outsider looking in, which is honestly a better perspective because it's no bias. Really, Angel Face? Oh, if it's not the kids, it's the cats. So, he said, that's why it was hit land of freedom. Just like France, land of revolutions. Just like Germany, land of the Berlin Wall. And you remember that night, right? When President Reagan said, take down that Berlin Wall. I remember watching it on TV. I was just a kid, but I remember sitting in the living room with my parents. You know, that's one of those times, like, you remember what you were doing. You remember everything about that day. Even though I was a child, I remember sitting on the couch with my parents and listening to President Reagan. You know, there's just certain moments in time where you can actually sit and say, I remember I was doing this when this happened and that when this happened and stuff like that. So, and just like Australia, land of enjoyable lifestyle, just like Italy and Spain, but not hearing much about them recently. I wonder why. I suspect these countries were selected for a reason, perhaps as vital center points, hubs, to get the N to the W to the O reset going. Okay? Perhaps worth looking into these countries as their military powers, their financial and resources, and also any links that give them prime reasons they were selected and the puppets were selected and groomed for this agenda we see now. So there's many links, okay? And here's a bit of history. He's all doing it on purpose. He was pushed forward. Those words, okay? So here's a few screenshots that I'm going to put in for you, okay? And they're in like an order so you can see what he was talking about, okay? Okay, so this subscriber, she got a hold of me and she said, I live in Lake County, Florida. Oh, okay, I know her. Yeah, that's not too far from me. Well, about an hour and a half. It's not too far. She said, I have been looking for lactose-free milk for my husband the last couple of weeks, especially this shelf-stable. I know that Dollar Tree had it, but from what I'm hearing, because you know that Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and Dollar General, they're all owned by the same company, okay? So because of that fact, I would not be buying anything that's food-wise from those three companies because of the rat infestation at the, I believe it was Miami warehouse. Okay, so be very careful. Okay. She said, I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I went to Publix. They had 2 on the shelf that were shelf stable. And those expired in November of 2021. So, when customer service checked, she said they were supposed to get some on January 31st, but they never got it. She attached videos she took today at her local Walmart, where I finally found some shelf-stable ones. I decided to go today instead of doing a store pickup because they canceled a few of the items in the store. Brother-in-law. So anyway, she said they canceled a few of the items in the order, including the milk. I also found freeze-dried garlic. I buy the freeze-dried garlic and the freeze-dried green onions. You know, also, look at the price on Amazon compared to Walmart for the shelf-stable milk. A pack of 6 of the 32 ounce. Is that a joke? $41? Okay. Look. Okay, so this email was sent to me, and this subscriber, she wants me to share with you, okay? She said, my heart is sad. I know a couple of people who claim they make enough money investing that they don't need to prep. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That is not the first time I've heard that come out of anyone's mouth. But also, that is not the way to go. And you know that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here if you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, they get so excited about the huge spikes in returns that they fail to realize that their money will be worthless when the money value continues to decrease. I fear that out of desperation, these people will voluntarily accept the new digital currency, which I personally think already exists. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Just to hold on to what they artificially had. If you noticed, a lot of people make money online instead of through traditional working. I think this is a factor to the huge labor loss we have had. I have noticed a lot of people that have Venmo, that VENMO, Cash App, PayPal, Amazon, pay whatever you want to call it. It's all digital currency to me. I can't touch it, and it can be suspended at any time. Yeah, you're very right. Please, I urge you all, don't be dependent on your money and learn life skills. We think outside the box, and that gives us the opportunity to find solutions. You're so right. It is happening. I was trying to buy a product through a company's website today, and I couldn't buy it with my credit card. My card was listed as one of the options, but because it couldn't verify my identity through Shopify, I couldn't buy the item. I had to resort to Amazon to get my item, which I try to stay away from since I don't like the country they support. I think it's odd that they wanted me to step up to set up a Shopify account just to buy something on my card. Has anyone run into this? Thank you for listening and sharing this. I love this group and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy you're here with us as well. I personally haven't used Shopify in I don't know how long. So no, I have not run into this yet, but maybe someone in our community has, and they can tell you their experience, as well as maybe they have found a way around it. Yes? Okay, so thank you for discussing that. So here's something for you, okay? And this is from our very own Lacey T. I hope you have checked out her channel. Love Lacey. I love her. She's my girl. She says, here are a couple of shockers. Shockers? How could you shock me? She said this ammo has gone up $10 a box in 2 weeks' time. They're going to raise prices every 2 weeks. Okay? In 2 weeks' time from today, you're going to see another price increase, and then another price increase, and then and it's never going to stop. Okay? So, and these chicken wings are so overpriced, it's crazy, she said. I remember when chicken wings were cheap eating, and now you got to go take out a second mortgage to go buy wings. Again, the dog and cat food is low. Many food products were not in the store either. No canned biscuits or crackers. Okay, so here's a picture of what she was referring to. So this subscriber, she got a hold of me. And I'll tell you, when you guys email me like this and you have me hysterical laughing. Okay, so yesterday we talked about what happened with the customer, okay, against the cashier and the produce, and right? And what are you going to do? You going to eat all that? Well, I'm making casseroles for my church. Well, what church do you attend? The one down the street. What? Why do you need to know why I'm buying so many noodles or onions or potatoes or whatever? It's none of your business, cashier. Your business is to go scan, scan, scan. I mean, you know, and I can say that because I used to work for Winn-Dixie a long time ago, and literally that's all I would do is scan, 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 price check, scan, 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 price check. Okay, keep your mind on your job. Don't worry about why your customers are buying you out of your pasta. Don't worry why someone is asking you how much and why there's no price tags on onions. Let us do our thing, just like we let you do your thing. I mean, you know. So she says this happened to her, okay? Another subscriber, happened to her, all right? And she said, we're on SS, you know, Social Security. So we shop once a month. And when I say shop, I do mean shop. We get food and laundry supplies and paper products and a candle for me because I figured I have to go through all of that trouble. I'm getting something for myself too. Well, yes. It's really more like a marathon that takes a week to recover from, but I'm also prepping at the same time. I go to Meijer and Kroger, Dollar General, Tom's Food Center, and then the butcher shop for the most amazingly overpriced marinated chicken breast. I know. Anyway, she says, when my husband and I came limping out of Kroger, I could just imagine her sitting there at her computer typing this, and she's going limping out of Kroger. Angel face, yes, I hear you. She said, struggling to push two heaping full shopping carts out to the car, an old man said to me, now I'm not going to say exactly what he said because he did curse, but it was like, JC, okay, you know what that means. That's a lot of food. Are you going to eat all of that? So she replied, well, I'm not personally going to, but my 5 change-of-life babies will. Who would have thought at my age I could get knocked up? Then I turned and walked out. He never said another word. That's how you handle nosy-ass Nancy's. These guys are terrible. Oh my God. Anyway, oh my goodness gracious, these guys are so funny. So this was sent to me, okay. She said, you can get the 6-packs of 64-ounce ball mason jars from Ace Hardware. It says $19.99 for the 6-pack online, but they were actually $15.99 in store. Looks like the website limits you to 3 cases, but the stores don't if you go inside. Call first to verify they have them in stock before you drive out there, and it's not always accurate. Yeah. I don't even know if I have an Ace Hardware around here. Okay, so this subscriber, she gave us some really good grid down cooking options. I have 4 different options myself for my family, okay? But her, wow. She said, just in case the grid goes down for any reason, it's always good to have an alternate option for cooking. Just some options that she has, okay? Charcoal grill, sun oven, cooking on top of wood stove or even inside, open fire with cast iron. Camp oven can be used on top of wood stove, grill, or kitchen stove. I am enclosing pictures of the camp oven I am learning to use. So far, I have only baked bread in it on top of my wood stove. My recipe makes 2 loaves, so I did one in the regular oven and the other in this one. These ovens are known for the thermometer on the front not working correctly based on the reviews. So I used one of the laser ones to point at. Okay. The bread did not brown on the top, so I put it in my regular oven for a few moments just to brown it a little. I bought the camp oven from Amazon. It's great because it folds for easy storage. Okay, I'm going to look for the link and I'll leave that in the description box below. So the pictures that she sent were of her bread dough and then the camp stove. This thing looks like a safe, a money safe. It's cool as all heck. I love it. It's a Coleman. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so here we go with the Family Dollar food contamination, you know, like at the warehouses and stuff. So this was sent, she said, FDA warning Family Dollar stores contaminated. The list was too long to share, but Henderson is included, and here are the surrounding areas: Lexington, Parsons, 5 stores in Jacksonville, Medina, Selmer, Adamsville, Savannah, Grand Junction, Middleton, Boulevard, Brownsville, 61 Memphis stores. the FDA is warning consumers of potentially unsafe products recently sold at Family Dollar stores across 6 states, including Tennessee, Arkansas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Missouri. According to the FDA, the products may be potentially contaminated after inspections revealed unsanitary conditions, including a rodent infestation at a company distribution center. Yeah, I believe it was in Miami, but don't hold me to that. A recall issued by Family Dollar on Friday includes all OTCs, medical devices, cosmetics, dietary supplements, and anything human and animal food products that were distributed to 404 stores since January 1st. The FDA said all of these items, regardless of packaging, should be discarded. I know a lot of us shop at Family Dollar, but like I said, Family Dollar is owned by the same company that owns Dollar Tree and Dollar General. Okay, so, and I know a lot of us shop at Dollar Tree. So if you're buying food products from there since January 1st, do yourself a favor and toss it. I know it's going to be a big ouch, but don't take any chances, not with a rat infestation, because you know that, yeah. She said the agency also advised those who purchased affected products to wash their hands immediately after handling any of the products, as rodent contamination may cause salmonella and spread infectious diseases. Yes. Yes, it will. It's gross, you know, and oh my gosh, you'll get sick. Okay, so now for a commercial break. Okay, so here we go. These pictures were sent in from Western Australia, which is in Perth. Okay, a subscriber's daughter sent her these pictures when she tried to go food shopping this weekend. She had been in the States visiting for 3 months and caught this. Oh, this caught her off guard. Prayers appreciated. Stock it to the Rafters, people. This is coming to America. Much love and thanks for all you do. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you and your daughter. Oh. Oh, Lord. I've seen empty shelves before, but not like this. Okay, so this picture and this email was sent to me by a subscriber. She said, I just want you to know how much I love your channel. Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. She said, speaking of my sister, I was at her house the other day and I was looking through her home and garden magazines. I could not believe what I saw. There was an article about a company named CRISPR, C-R-I-S-P-R. I'm sure some people have heard of it, but it alters DNA sequences and modifies gene function. Oh, come on. We know they modify food, but the article was basically saying this is the new way of food. Excuse me. And mainly due to climate change. All bullshit, she said. I cannot find the magazine online, but I will add another link so you can see how it's used towards food. Oh, come off. No. Also, I believe this will be used in the Rona vaccines if it wasn't already. Lastly, went to Walmart this morning. I live in Philly, where stores have been fully stocked. And this is what is causing many to be in denial of the shortages. But today I noticed the holes. It's coming. I fear the time Philly wakes up, it will be too late. Also attached is a photo of how all the cans of chicken are completely busted with dents. Shut the front door. Oh. Yeah, with an expiration date or best by date of January 15th, 2025. That's not going to last until 2025. Okay, so this came in from a subscriber. She said Dollar Tree was good and our store finally hit the $1.25 mark. Yeah, a lot of them have. Ours have too. No auto glass wipes or electrical wipes. No sugar, no frozen fruit. There were a few frozen veggies. Did have these smaller NyQuil bottles. At Walmart, there were quite a bit that was on the baking rack clearance. Usually there's one rack. Today there was two. Only saw one clearance meat. Of course, the others might have been bought before I got there, but meats, while less than usual, was still good. Dairy also. Fruits and veggies seem to be good also. Now our town must really like Irish cream coffee. Coffee creamer like Mama, none in the store. There was a food clearance area that the markdowns really aren't that marked down. Didn't pick up any from there. And while I was picking up some frozen fruits, I saw there was a frozen crawfish. We love crawfish. So I looked and the sodium was 7%. Great deal for Mom. And she wouldn't even have a full serving. So it's great. Couldn't believe this is a thing. Where have I been all this time? I don't think I have ever seen frozen crawfish in store. No, I've never seen it either. They had the cleaned and peeled tail meat. Didn't buy that. Half the fun is getting the meat out. We love hot cereal here, and I am thinking of ordering a bucket of wheat berries. I know I should have already, but I don't have the grain mill at this time. I don't have that either. I don't. But I just saw a website that talked about using to sprout for breads and cooking for hot cereal. Also getting more grits. Yeah, I have a good amount of grits too. I buy those all the time. So here's something from a subscriber. Okay, the boot is about to come down hard. Oh, God. And then this screenshot was sent to me. She said the madness has begun in earnest. Candy Sero, S-E-R-O, the lady who was trampled by the RCMP horse, is alive and well. She's in the hospital recovering. Thank the Lord for that. When I opened this, I immediately burst out laughing. Oh my, you guys need to stop. Okay, so we've got two pictures coming at you. And this subscriber said she went shopping to fill some gaps and she noticed some things. Half the produce section is completely empty, and what they did have in produce looked old. I'm seeing that every time I go shopping. And, you know, it's like, oh, I mean, I've even seen mold on produce, and I'm like, don't the workers, don't they check for these things? You know, pick it up and say, there's mold, toss it. And anyway, She said it's starting to look like other areas. I didn't go to the infants section to check the formula or diapers. I did go down the baking aisle. Still the same as before as far as footage, but definitely getting hit. Spices, sugar, flour were a little low. I also found something that is mentioned as a substitute in Grandmother's Kitchen Wisdom. Yeah, she is sending me things that I've been reading off to you guys, like tips and tricks for the kitchen, okay? I am not sure if you mentioned it yet or not, but I found vanilla powder. So if anyone's looking for it on hand, I found it at Walmart. Then hit the clearance area. Stocked up on sewing needles and straight pins. Jackpot. Beautiful. Okay, so this screenshot was sent to me. It says the government tried to force a crypto wallet provider to freeze funds to truckers. Laugh out loud. Oh my Lord. So, I'm going to say it again. Stop. Because of my video yesterday with the car warranty, my phone starts ringing at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, just stop it. I'm gonna. Here's a picture that's just too damn funny. It says, I put down new flooring in my kitchen and left a message for whoever pulls it up in the future. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Okay, so this was sent to me. She said, I'm in Highlands County, Florida, originally from Bucks County, PA, and couldn't help but catch your accent. Been hooked ever since. Oh, thanks. Prepping since 2006 and found this recently at our local dollar store and had to share. Keep stacking it. Yeah, very seriously. Okay, so from one Italian to another, authentic Italian loafers. Oh my God. So these pictures in this email was sent to me, and these guys are so funny. I love it. She says that they took their granddaughter out to Olive Garden for her birthday because it's the granddaughter's favorite restaurant. Life lessons. So she said they had stomach aches and stuff like that after they ate there, but she says, who knows, as things are heating up, it may be the last time in a while we're able to have dinner with her, going out and having dinner with her. If Potato has his way, we'll be screwed, hungry, and locked down for the next 3 years. I know. We're all feeling the same way. We're all, and that's why I just try to keep a smile on my face, and I try to keep laughing, and I try to keep you guys laughing because, there's so much shite coming our way. We're just like, oh God, just throw in the towel. I'm done. Turn me over. I'm cooked. you know? And she said, I went back to Aldi where I typically shop, and oh my gosh, it just gets worse each time I go. Fruits and veggies were about the same, except the one thing I noticed was all of the cucumbers were moldy. Yeah. What I'm seeing with mold is on the bell peppers. Bell peppers and onions. Yeah. And she said, do they have no shame? I know. Don't they check and say, oh, no one's going to buy that and throw it out? I mean, I would, I can't tell you how many times I've gone shopping and I've noticed moldy vegetables and I've brought it to the cashier and say, you might want to throw this out. And they're like, oh, how'd that get there? Really? How'd that get there? Sometimes, you know. She said, how could they put out rotten food and expect that someone would spend their hard-earned money on it? I guess they are hoping no one would notice. I'm not sure how you couldn't, though. There was green mold all over them. I couldn't get a picture of it because there were too many people in that area. I know, you got to be like a sleuth, you know. Attached are pictures of the low level of bread, canned foods, coffee, crackers, cookies, sugar, flour, pasta, and spices. Oy, me. I'm thankful I've been prepping for 2 years, but I will never feel like I have enough. And these last two pictures are of the bag of kettle chips we purchased at Aldi. My husband ate some and said they tasted funny. He said they were kind of mushy. Potato chips are mushy? What the heck? I put a chip in my mouth and oh my god, how gross. I spit it out on my plate. Good thing they were empty nesters. Oh my god. They were like they had some moist at some point in it. In time, I opened the bag at the table just as we were dishing our plates up. Maybe they spent 2 months on a boat off the west coast. I tell you, a lot of the food we were being sold is not fit for human consumption. The maddening thing is you don't know until you go to eat it. Yeah, I know, right? And she said, I'm getting very antsy to get my garden going, but every time I think we're going to turn the corner and get something better weather and we get another ice snow or snowstorm. I know. We are adding 8 more 3x8 beds to the garden, so there's a lot to do. I did just bust my backside on my preps this weekend, and I'm running out of storage room. Girl, you're not the only one. All right. I told my daughters the other day, I don't know how I ever had room for them. Oh, snap. I have shelving units in both spare closets, and now I'm starting on moving buckets to the basement. Oh, Lord. These pictures. The kettle chips. The infamous kettle chip. Okay, so before I go, here's an email that subscriber sent, and I know about this because I'm sure you watched Canadian Prepper's video about, you know, what's going to be happening within 24 hours. Well, I believe it's been 24 hours since he posted that video, okay? She said, it looks like Russia is going to invade Ukraine within the next 24 hours. The Russian stock market has dropped by 17%. It looks like our stock market will open tomorrow, down by a lot. I'm going to fill up my car in the morning. If Potato uses sanctions on Russia, it looks like Russia will hack our cyber systems. Gee, what a time to be alive. Yeah, no kidding. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.